Hi guys, it's Kelly. We're getting really excited here at Kin because the holidays are fast approaching. Through the years, we've posted so much great holiday content. Hopefully you caught some of it, but we know we have a ton of new subscribers also. So we thought it'd be really fun to round up some of our all-time favorite videos for a holiday special. From a beautiful breakfast and the perfect party appetizer, to a fresh take on a traditional entree, and a delectable no-bake dessert that your guests will love. So settle in, because when this is done, you'll be ready to host an elegant holiday season in no time. So let's kick things off with the most important meal of the day, breakfast. If you need a go-to recipe for a house full of hungry relatives on Christmas morning, Beth Lemonac has an elevated egg dish that's gonna leave everyone happy. You've gotta try her tomato basil frittata. It's easy, festive, and delicious.
I am someone on Christmas morning that needs an egg dish. It is a long day, and if you're a parent, you know what I'm talking about, and we all need our strength. What you're gonna do is, in a bowl, you're gonna combine a full dozen eggs. Then you're gonna add a half a cup of heavy cream. Now, I love to add the heavy cream into a frittata because it takes it from that sort of eggy frittata to a more custardy frittata. So the consistency is more like a quiche. Then you're gonna add some mozzarella cheese, salt, and pepper. I really love to serve a frittata in a cast iron skillet. You're gonna pour in the frittata mixture and let it cook just on a kind of medium flame for about 15 minutes. Meanwhile, you're gonna prep your potatoes. Dice those all up, throw them in a bowl, toss with a little olive oil, salt, pepper, and herbes de Provence. You're gonna pop those potatoes in at 400 degrees and get them going. At this point, you wanna slice your cherry tomatoes. Once the frittata is set, you're then gonna sprinkle with a little bit more mozzarella cheese, then top with your cherry tomatoes and some freshly chopped basil. You're then going to turn your oven down to 375. Put your potatoes on the bottom rack because they've gotten a good start, and then put the frittata on the top rack. You're gonna continue to cook both the potatoes and the frittata for about 20 to 25 minutes, just until the potatoes are crispy and the frittata is completely set and golden brown. And you will have a beautiful main dish, eggs and potatoes. Who doesn't love that, especially on Christmas morning? And to have those cherry tomatoes and the basil just makes it so festive and Christmassy. It's a great recipe that's completely easy to do.
That really is such a great dish to get you through the day. And later on, while your guests are gathered around sipping cocktails, you need a festive appetizer to help set the mood. Dana Joy's olive-stuffed cheese puffs are just the ticket. They're warm, salty, cheesy, and totally irresistible.
When I had my first cocktail party, this was the first recipe I made. And it was really because of my mom. It was very inspired by her and her glamorous 70s cocktail parties. This is a dough, and most people are really intimidated by dough, but I don't want you to be intimidated by it. The really important thing is that you want the butter to be really chilled. And then you're gonna take a big bowl and you're gonna throw the flour, the salt, any kind of grated cheese. It should be something that melts really well. And then you're gonna throw the chilled butter in and you're gonna work the dough with your hands. Your dough is in the refrigerated plastic wrap and it's nice and chilled, and you're gonna take it out and lay it on a cutting board. And then you're gonna take the dough, roll it into little balls, make a divot with your thumb in there, put an olive, wrap the dough around the olive, a little more flour on your hands, roll it into a ball so that they're completely covered, and put them on a baking sheet and put them in the oven at 375 for about 10 to 15 minutes. You want them to be beautiful and golden brown when they come out of the oven. So when the guests arrive, the house smells really great and you're ready to serve. It's really retro, it's very 70s, it's really simple, and your guests are gonna love it.
Your guests will definitely love those, but hopefully they leave enough room for dinner, because next up we have an imaginative entree to show you. When you're feeding a crowd for the holidays, the entree can often be the #1 source of stress for all of us. You want to serve something special, but not everyone has the time or the confidence to cook an entire turkey. Well, guess what? You don't have to. Lisa Maggiori's stuffed turkey roulade is a shortcut turkey dinner that will soon be a part of your holiday repertoire.
A lot of people might be a little bit intimidated by doing a whole bird. Now I'm switching things up a little bit and doing a stuffed turkey breast. The turkey breast is great because it's a little bit smaller and takes less time to cook as well. So if you don't have 2 ovens and need your oven space for all those yummy side dishes, this is a great alternative. The first part of this recipe is making that delicious stuffing. We're gonna take the dried cherries and cover them with boiling water in a bowl and set them aside to soften while we make the rest of the filling. Heat up some olive oil in a large skillet. We're gonna add our Italian sausage and cook that about 5 minutes until it's no longer pink. Add in some celery and some onion and saute that about 5 more minutes until the onion is cooked. Then we'll add in some chopped garlic and some fresh chopped sage and thyme. Season it with a little salt and pepper and cook it about 1 more minute. So now it's time to add our rice. I like to have some wild rice in there because it's a nutty, kind of crunchy, flavorful rice. Drain those cherries that have been soaking and add those to the skillet as well. And mix all those delicious flavors together for a wonderful, tasty filling. Now that we've made our filling, it's time to tackle the turkey. For this recipe, we're using a whole, deboned turkey breast with the skin left on. Lay the turkey skin side down on a cutting board. Butterfly each breast from the center, creating a long surface that we're gonna put our filling on. Season with some salt and pepper. And then you're gonna spread that filling all over your turkey. This is the yummy part. You're going to want to leave a little room around the edges so all the stuffing doesn't squish out while you're rolling it up. Once your filling is all spread out, you're gonna start from the outside and gently roll the turkey into the center. Then you're gonna tie with butcher's twine to secure the bird. This will hold it all together and keep that stuffing nice and safe on the inside. Place your turkey on a baking sheet, brush it with melted butter and fresh chopped herbs, and season it liberally with kosher salt and pepper. Now it's time to pop it in the oven. When cooking turkey, you're looking for an internal temperature of 155 degrees, so it's a good idea to have a thermometer on hand. This should take a little under 2 hours to cook. Remove the turkey from the oven and let it rest for at least 10 minutes before serving. Slice it and look at the beautiful filling that you see on the inside. It really makes a lovely presentation. I'm telling you, this turkey breast is a great alternative to a regular roasted bird. It's a guaranteed crowd pleaser. It's got a great combination of flavors, and I'm sure you're gonna love it.
We've already shown you some mouth-watering savory recipes, but come on, the holidays are not complete without decadent desserts. So let's finish things off with Gemma Stafford's rich, gooey chocolate truffles.
Today I'm going to show you how to make homemade chocolate truffles. Now I know that sounds a little bit scary, but it's actually really easy. I'm making dark chocolate and milk chocolate. All you need to do is weigh out your chocolate, scald a little bit of cream, and then pour it over the chocolate and let it sit there and melt. It could not be easier. Mix it until it's nice and smooth and shiny. We're going to refrigerate them for a few hours and let them set up. You can even do it the day before or even a few days in advance. I made some truffles yesterday, so I already have some ready to go, and as you can see, they're nice and set. What you want to do is just take a little spoonful of your white chocolate and then put it onto the tray. As you can see, the white chocolate truffle is a little bit softer than the dark chocolate, but we're going to put them back into the fridge, let them set up a little bit, and then we're going to roll them into balls in our hands. Our truffles have set up in the fridge for a few minutes, and to make them just a little bit extra round, this is kind of a messy job, but you're just going to roll them in your palm of your hand and kind of take some of the edges off. This is my absolute favorite part of making truffles. It's decorating them. I'm going to start out by showing you how to decorate the dark truffles because the white are a little bit soft and they're going to stay in the fridge until we're ready for them. I'm going to roll mine in cocoa powder and in toasted pecans. Now I have to use toasted pecans because it's Christmas time and they've got a beautiful, lovely maple flavour. I also melted some dark chocolate and I'm going to dip the truffles in the chocolate before we dip them in our lovely flavours because it gives them a nice little kind of a hard shell and extra bite and texture. And then we're going to toss this into your cocoa powder. Toss it around in the cocoa powder and get it nice and coated. And there you have it, a beautiful homemade chocolate truffle, perfect for Christmas. Once you've decorated all of your lovely Christmas truffles, put them in the fridge until you're ready to eat them. Now you know the technique for making homemade chocolate truffles. You can decorate them any way you like. For the white chocolate truffles, I decorated them in coconut and in candy cane. I think they're perfect for the holiday. I really hope you enjoyed these homemade chocolate truffles and you get to make them at Christmas time.
So that's it. I hope we've taken some of the guesswork out of what to serve this holiday season and proved that artful entertaining really can be stress-free, easy, and fun. You don't have to spend endless hours in the kitchen to impress your guests. Go spend that extra time with your friends and family. From all of us here at Kin Community, we wish you the happiest holidays. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.